Hello, good evening. Welcome to Vern's Junk Closet. Thank you for coming. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell. So this video is going to be a second follow-up from yesterday when we were doing the interview and we were getting prepared on how to go to an interview and what we should discuss about ourselves. So today is you've had the interview, you feeling good about maybe they're going to call you to hire you for the job. The next step is to send a letter stating, thank you for allowing me to come and interview with Sally, John, whoever the people were, 2, 3, 4 people you interviewed with. Send each one a separate, either an email or a note card and say, thank you for interviewing me. I'm very interested in the position. I believe my skills will be blah, 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 whatever position you're going for. Second, after that, now you have a job offer, hopefully, and they're going to send you a job offer letter. In the job offer letter, you can either accept the guidelines that they're giving you as is. If you're comfortable with that, that's great. If you feel that you have more skills than what they're offering you, an example, don't quote me, they're giving you $10 and you think you should get $11 or $12. This is the time for you to negotiate either your salary, your days off, or if it's a work from home option. Also, this is the time you need to ask, will there be travel expenses or will I have to travel for the position? Also, if you do have to travel, will they be reimbursing you? And if they are going to reimburse you, are they going to be giving you so much for the mileage, or is it by the day? Do you get it at the end of the month? Are you going to be paid weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or once a month? Yes, that is a thing. You can get paid weekly. Every week, I'm just going to say for now, for Fridays. You can get bi-weekly every other Friday. You can get paid bi-monthly, which is the 1st and the 15th, or the 15th and the 30th. Normally, those are the days, but each job is different. Or you can get paid once a month, meaning you only get paid the 16th of the month. Yes, this is a thing. You also may be paid on the 15th and the 20th. Some companies do that also. You may want to also ask, will I be getting a corporate credit card? If they do give you a corporate credit card, you're only to use that for business purposes. If you have a meeting with someone, if you have to leave your primary office and go to another office out of that certain location, maybe it's 10, 15, 20 miles away, and you're going to be there, or if you have to go stay at a hotel overnight or for 3 or 4 days, maybe for training or something, if they're giving you a credit card, the normal process, don't quote me, but the normal process is you take the credit card, you purchase your lunch or dinner, you save your receipt, you come back to your office, and then at that time, once you're settled in all the whatever you were doing for them, that little program, what you're going to do is at the end of that month, you're going to do an expense report, and someone should show you how to do that within your company. Again, if you're working on a project, after you completed it at the end of that month is the time when you should be doing an expense report. So again, just to recap, you had the interview went well, you think you're going to get it, you should send a thank you note or an email or a note card. Now that you have the actual job offer, they sent it to you, thank you Mr. Green, we would like to offer you this position. This is the time where you will negotiate. At this time, you would negotiate your salary, your days off, your work from home option, travel expenses, reimbursement, credit card, or whatever they're offering if you feel that you need more. Not guarantee that you're going to get it, but if you are confident and feel like, oh, hey, I may try to ask them, I'm making $10, I want to see if I can get $12, they may meet you in the middle and say, okay, we can do 11, 11.50, 10.75. That's just an example. This is what they may do. Or they may say no because our benefits are comparable to whatever the town is offering at that time or state that you live in. The next thing after all of that is done, you have the job, you have your hire date. Make sure the hire date is good for you. Don't go if you have an appointment they say your hire date is on a Monday and you have an appointment on a Monday, let them know ahead of time. Unfortunately, can I start on Tuesday or can I start the following Monday? Most companies will work with you if they want to. If they hired you that far, they'll work with you. Or they may say come in and work this week, and then if you have that appointment on that Thursday, they may say you can take that day off, half a day, come in early or leave early. So just make sure you do that. Now we're going to get into benefits. Every company is different. However, you should make sure that you are looking at the benefits that they are offering. Some companies offer medical where they pay for it in full. Some companies offer medical where you will have to pay a portion of it or some of it. So the most benefits are medical. With medical, it depends on your family status. If you're single, if you have a family plan, if you're you and your wife, or if you and a family, or you and a family, just yourself and children with no spouse. They also have a standard plan. Normally it's like an EPO or PPO, and then they have a high deductible. Normally, high deductibles are for people that do not get sick on a regular basis, or you're not taking maintenance meds, meaning high blood pressure meds, meds for any kind of a disease you may have, autoimmune, rheumatoid arthritis, or anything like that. If you have a condition, a medical condition, you need to look and see if the high deductible will work for you. Yes, the high deductible is way cheaper than a standard premium package EPO or PPO plan. An example, EPO may be $150. PPO may be $230. You go to the high deductible, it might be $40 or $50. Yes, that sounds good, and that will come out of your check depending on your pay schedule. However, you must remember, if you are to get sick, if you are to break a leg, if you are to have a baby, if you are to have the flu, get hit by a car, a bus, a truck, this is when the high deductible is not going to be good for you. Because, or a car accident or anything you get into, because you have a higher deductible at the time. So it may be $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, whatever that is at that time. That's where you'll be stuck. So you need to look at the plan that works for you and your family. The next thing is flexible spending. Normally with an EPO or PPO, you're able to have a flexible spending plan. If you do the high deductible, you need to do the health savings account. The health savings account does have IRS limits. Check with the company that you are hired for. So the flex spending is a credit card that they give you up front with an amount that you choose. An example, we're going to say $1,000. You will take that $1,000. They will give you the credit card. It will automatically be pre-filled on that card. However many pays are left in that year, we're just going to go from January, 26 pays or 24 pays, depending on how your company pays. What they will do is take it out of your paycheck. They will divide that $1,000 by the 24 or 26 pays. An example, just say it's $25. They will take that out of your paycheck until that $1,000 is met for that year. So it may be more or less. That you can use for prescriptions. You can use for co-pays. At the end of the year, if you have more than $500, you will lose more unless you use it. So for example, you have $700 left. It's now December 15th. If you do not use that extra $200, you will lose it. You're only allowed to roll over $500 until the next year. If you have $400, the whole entire $400 will go on the card for next year. And whenever you are to do your open enrollments, which is usually in October or November, around that time, you can increase it at that time. If you have the health savings account, if you're coming from a different employer and you already had, example, $3,000, you can use that for your new company. That goes with you when you leave your prior company. Again, there is IRS limits. You need to look up the limitations. The next benefit would be dental. Again, it depends on your family size. Single, husband and wife, husband and children, or wife and children, or the entire family. So each plan is a different price. It may be $10 for single, $25 for husband and wife, or if we do the family plan with husband, wife, and children, it may be, I'm just saying an example, $50. If you do a wife and children, or I'm sorry, a woman and children, just say together, that's considered the employee and a family, but it's woman and child or man and child, and then that part may be about $30, $40. You'll have to check with what your employer is charging. Also, vision. If you wear glasses or if you have contacts, you need to read your vision plan. They do have either co-pays or whatever their limits are, deductibles up to a certain age, so you need to look into that. The next thing is long-term disability and short-term disability. You should look and see if it's employer paid or if you have to pay for that. If they offer it where you have to pay, it is very important to get. Life happens. Anything can happen. It's good to have that. It has a backup plan. Also, life insurance. If the company is having a paid life insurance or a spousal life insurance, you may want to pick that up. Some companies have it where they pay you for the life insurance. If you're there, they say per your salary, just an example, $10,000 every year. Or they may say, we don't offer anything and you have to purchase it yourself. And then I believe it'll go by your age. You need to check with your employer. The next thing is they offer something called an EAP or a employee assistance program. It could be any kind of counseling. It could be family counseling. It could be gambling, grief counseling, substance abuse, any kind of life issues. You may need a child care or elder care. And you can also use your flexible spending or your health savings account if you have a child in daycare and you have money in that account. With the high deductible, I will say check with your employer because those are different. You may be able to use, the health savings account, you may be able to use that for your child and elder daycare. Just say you have an elderly parent and they need to go to daycare while you're at work because you're providing and taking care of them, then you would need to see if you can use that money. Also, some companies offer will preparation. So if you have a family, you may want a will. You would need to look into the guidelines that they're offering it. Some offer it free, some offer it at a low-cost nominal fee. Also, some companies offer Hyatt legal plans, which are like for if you have a driver's license issue or you have parking tickets or violations. Some plans are $5 or $10 per pay or per month, but they offer a gamut of things in that you would need to refer to the program of your current employer. Also, tuition reimbursement. This is a great program. If your company offers tuition reimbursement, it is something excellent to get into because if you wanted to go back to school for your associates, if you don't have your high school diploma, your master's, or your MP, then you would contact the reimbursement program. Normally, if you stay with the company a year or two and you graduated, you usually don't have to pay that money. Each employer is different. Some say there's no you don't have to repay it back. Some do. You have to check with them. The option of the check is either going to the school, which is a normal way to do it, or they may say, here, we're going to give you the check. It's $2,000 for the class. Here's $2,000. And it's up to you. It's your responsibility as an employee to pay to the school. The next thing is they may offer seminar courses to upgrade your current skills. Some jobs have a licensure. So if you have to take a license for, just say, if you're doing some kind of a job where they need a license, then you need to take that. Some of them are free, and some you may have to pay for, or they can reimburse you for that, or they'll do a tuition reimbursement. Like if you do life insurance and they have to do license, then you may need to do that. Also, is a possible pension plan or a 401k. Not a lot of companies are offering this, but if you are hired through a company and that offer, get in it. So with the pension, you probably have to be there a year or a certain amount of hours. I'm just going to say about 1,000 hours to get in that before you're vested, and it's usually like 2 or 3 years before you're vested. But if they offer it and you think you're going to be with that company a long time, it's free money. You can't beat that. With the 401k, I don't care how old you are. You could be 18, you could be 85. If you are at an employer and they're offering a 401k, most of the time companies match. However, if they are not matching, you should still put something in it for yourself. You always want to do it because it's free money. So if they're saying if you participate and it's 6% up to a match up to 6%, or you can pick an actual number, $100, $500, $200, whatever the number is. This is Vern's Young Closet. I just wanted to come on and just go over a little bit of things. I will recap this, but please, you're here this long, hit the notification bell. Please subscribe to my channel. With benefits being offered, their companies offer medical, dental, vision, long-term, short-term disability. If they offer life insurance for you, your spouse, or your child, and I did forget to mention that, that's my fault. If they have the counseling programs, usually the counseling programs, the EAP, employee assistance programs are free. That's just something, a perk that the company offers. Will preparation, there may be a nominal fee with that. The Hyatt legal plan, there may be a fee with that. You need to check with your employer. Tuition reimbursement, simple, they reimburse you for going to school. Normally, it has to be whatever job you're in. If you're in a hospital, it has to be pertaining to a hospital. If you're in a school or whatever the job that you're doing, it has to pertain to that field. Some of them have a wide various field. Seminar courses to upgrade your skills, that is something excellent that some companies offer. And also a possible pension or a 401k plan. Again, not all employers offer 401k or pension, but if they do, it is free money. You should participate in it. Again, remember, no one is perfect. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys learned a lot from this. If you have any questions, please hit down below and put in a comment, and I will respond to you. And again, never stop dreaming. Again, thank you for joining Vern's Closet. You guys have a great day. Bye.